Hi, everyone. I'm Carolyn Costello. We have some breaking news for you this afternoon. One of our radio affiliates has confirmed that Bac Duong, one of 3 Orange County escaped inmates, is reportedly in custody. The 3 inmates broke out of prison last Friday using an elaborate plan that involved cutting through steel bars and plumbing tunnels and rappelling down the jail's roof. Those inmates have been on the run for 2 weeks now. We are going to continue to follow this breaking news situation and bring you the very latest as we get it. Again, 3 inmates who escaped from an Orange County jail 2 weeks ago. One of them is said to have been caught and in police custody at this point. Those inmates did receive some help, according to authorities in Orange County, from an employee of the jail, a woman who was teaching English as a second language in that facility. Authorities believe that woman provided the inmates with a Google map, a Google satellite image that helped them plan their escape. Authorities believe that these 3 men have been riding around town in Orange County in a stolen white van. And they believe that they were staying very close to the area from which they escaped. We got an update just a little while ago from a spokesperson of the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Let's listen to what he had to say just a short time ago, giving an update on the status of the situation.
During the course of the investigation, we have indicated that there is a Vietnamese gang connection, as well as now as what we believe as a Vietnamese organized crime element. Last night we conducted 2 searches connected to the investigation. They were connected in the city of Westminster. One was on a residence and one was on a warehouse. At the residential location, several people were detained and eventually released. However, no arrests were made.
Again, we want to report to you that Bac Duong, one of 3 inmates who escaped from a maximum security facility in Orange County, California, has reportedly been found. He has been taken into police custody. This is confirmed by one of our radio affiliates. These 3 inmates were able to escape 2 weeks ago with the help of at least one employee of that facility in Orange County. They are believed to have gang ties, some of them, to a Vietnamese gang in California. We are going to go to our CBS affiliate, KCAL, in Southern California, Los Angeles, with more on this, and listen in.
One of the escapees has been caught. Again, what we can tell you is it happened in the city of Santa Ana. This is a witness who reported speaking to him on the phone. She then contacted the authorities to tell them where he could be found. So that's the latest that I have for you now, and I'm on the ground here working hard to talk to my sources and law enforcement to get more details, but that's the latest right now at noon.
All right, and just getting some news from our producer here that our photographer is at the Orange County Jail, Michelle, and actually saw him being taken into custody, so we can confirm now that 43-year-old Bac Duong, one of the escapees from the Orange County Jail, is in custody a week after he escaped. And Michelle, we know that authorities have been stepping up pressure lately and also public pleas, and we know about the reward that was out there. Michelle Gili, you still with us?
I am, Sandra. Sorry, I lost you for a second there. The sheriff's helicopter is flying over this location. Can you ask that question again?
Yeah, just talking about the reward that was offered and the pressure that's been building over the past few days to get information, and it looks like it worked.
Absolutely. The law enforcement officials as well as Vietnamese officials have been really spreading the word in that community because they believe that the 2 Vietnamese suspects may have been embedded in the Vietnamese community, and they wanted folks there to be on the lookout and report anything that they saw and not to be concerned about the police, and because it is a very insular community and oftentimes they're reluctant to call the authorities. $200,000 reward, $50,000 we know for each suspect. And we also got word yesterday from the Orange County Sheriff's Department that they believe this very same man, the escapee Bac Duong, that he answered an ad for a van, a white utility van that was for sale in South Los Angeles on Saturday. That he arrived at that home. He asked the owner to take him on a test drive. He took the van and then never came back. So yesterday, the Orange County Sheriff's Department released information that they thought that those three suspects may be living in that white van. Now we find out that Bac Duong has been located at, I'll just kind of describe the business without giving the name. It's an industrial area here of Santa Ana. There's car dealerships and motels and the like. And the Orange County Sheriff's Department helicopter is flying above me right now, so I'm fairly certain that I'm at the right location. So the question now, where are those two other escapees, and could it be that law enforcement is getting very close to capturing them as well?
And Michelle, we're getting word here into our newsroom that it was actually Santa Ana PD that brought Bac Duong into custody. They apparently arrived on scene this morning, and he surrendered peacefully. So after a week of being on the run, I'm imagining he was under a lot of pressure, and perhaps he will now speak and let authorities know where the other two inmates are. You're saying you see a helicopter above you there. Are there other units on the ground there as well? I know they raided several businesses overnight.
What I see is a lot of undercover officers, law enforcement guys wearing badges around their necks with police radios. The Orange County Sheriff's Department helicopter is flying above me, but it's pretty low key. I do not see any black and whites, any marked units in front. And I do see a woman out front here being interviewed by law enforcement. This is a business, and one of the undercover guys here on the scene did confirm for me that he was here, but he is no longer here.
And Michelle, you're there. You can get a sense of what's going on. Is there any indication that those other two escapees might be at the same location?
It seems pretty relaxed here, so I don't think that there's anybody else here. No, but the place is crawling with officers, and there are employees here as well being questioned by law enforcement. But no, it doesn't appear that they've got any areas cordoned off. There really isn't even any police tape. There isn't any police tape up. So this scene, they don't seem to be too concerned about securing this area because the suspect is now gone.
Well, we'll see what happens, Michelle. Definitely, authorities believe that these three men would still be in Orange County. And this afternoon, we're learning that Bac Duong was indeed brought into custody by Santa Ana police today.
Yeah, we're going to continue to follow this breaking news story. We'll bring you more information as soon as we get it. Left side of your screen, you're looking at that live picture of the podium set up there in Orange County. We are awaiting a news conference with the very latest developments on this. But again, one of the escaped inmates, Bac Duong.
Okay, so we've been listening to KCAL, our affiliate in Southern California, getting the latest information on one of three escaped inmates in Orange County who is now in the custody of authorities. We are getting a press conference now from the Sheriff's Department. They're going to update us on the situation. Sheriff's official just stepped up to the podium. Let's listen to what she has to say.
Okay, well, hello, everyone. Approximately 25 minutes ago, Bac Duong contacted a civilian on the streets of Santa Ana and stated he wanted to turn himself in. If I'll remind you that Bac Duong, his charges were ex-felon with a firearm, possession of a firearm, possession of stolen property, vehicle theft, attempt murder, assault with a deadly weapon, and shooting at an inhabited dwelling. He has been in custody since December 2015. He was ineligible for bail due to an immigration hold, and it is a Santa Ana Police Department case. Our number one priority throughout this event has been the safety of our community. We have dedicated all available resources to this search and investigation to bring all three inmates back into custody. We will continue with those same efforts, using all available resources to capture the additional two escapees who are outstanding. that's all we have for this at this time. We just got this information. As you can imagine, we're pretty busy working this. So that's all I have for now, and no questions.
Listen, we're not taking any questions. He was taken into custody 20 minutes ago. We do not have answers to any of your questions. Still looking for the van, still looking for the other two, yes. But we don't have answers to any questions right now. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
So we just got an update from officials with the Orange County Sheriff's Department. One of 3 inmates, Bac Duong, who escaped from an Orange County jail just a week ago, has been caught. Authorities say that he contacted a civilian on the streets of Santa Ana, which is a city in Southern California, and said he wanted to turn himself in. He turned himself into authorities at about 10 minutes before 3 in the afternoon. Some of the things that Bac Duong has been in custody for, has been convicted of. He's an ex-felon who possessed a firearm, a lot of firearm charges, attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon. According to reports, he was in this country and has been in this country illegally. He was supposed to be deported to Vietnam 16 years ago, but because of red tape, he was on an immigration hold and was able to stay in this country. He was brought into custody back in 2015. He is one of 3 inmates. The other 2 are still on the run, still believed to be in the Southern California area, still believed to be driving around in a white van, a white stolen van. One of those other 2, Hossein Nayari, is considered to be extremely dangerous. One Orange County official compared him to Hannibal Lecter, saying they let Hannibal Lecter out. These 3 men devised a plan where they cut through the ceiling of their cell and were able to get out with the help of someone who worked inside that jail. Authorities at this hour continue to search for those other 2 inmates who are still on the run. We will continue to follow this story.